Somalian? Le? I'm not quite sure what to call you, but you're no captain, and that's no cap. Now, we've played each other a couple times, right? And, you know, you've gotten lucky to beat me in close deciders a couple times, and I won't deny that. But every time we play in a league format like CTL or TSP, and also every time we play with same piece sets, I always sweep you. So it's really not looking good for you here, based on the history. Now, those are just the facts, right? I could be more mean about it if I wanted to, and make it a personal attack, but I won't, because it would be hypocritical of me to do that. And unlike you, I'm not one to throw stones in glass houses. Because, well, you see, there's something that I hold dear to my heart that has the same lucky and skill-lacking qualities that you have. And that's the Minnesota Vikings. You are the Minnesota Vikings of NES Tetris. And, you know, just like the Vikings, despite your unreliable play when it matters, and how lucky your results are in close games, I still love you. Which is why I was really glad to meet you at CTWC, where, you know, I had you sign my CTWC gold bracket cart with your signature right over here, Somalian. And yeah, it was so thoughtful of you to sign my cart like this, you know, with the size of your signature being the perfect representation of your chances of beating me. So, yeah, I'll cherish this memory, as I, you know, completely destroy you in Tetris, and I eject you from any semblance of success that you think you're having. So thank you. Now, you may remember that the last time I made a promo like this, I absolutely destroyed you in the Phenoms Championship, and in the promo wars with my alting skills. And so, you know, with your severe inferiority in both alting and Tetris, you're really stuck between a stone and a hard place. And you might remember also the last time I made a promo like this on my main account, I humiliated Toogie so hard that he retired and became a Minecraft streamer. And now, I'm about to make you retire, like Tom Brady just did.
Rhubarb, our time has come on the biggest stage of them all, Classic Tetris League. Yep, you see, I'm here for one reason, and one reason only, dude. To win this match and advance to the next division. You might never get the chance to face me again. So let's make history on this grand stage. Fact of the matter is, it's winner take all, and I'm switching gears, brother. But before that, I have to get revenge for our last promo. The fact of the matter is, you're so bald, you look like a lollipop with hair on it. I'm going to prove you look like the Buddha but balder. Quite frankly, I've seen golf balls with more hair. Let me tell you something, brother. If a calculator was a person, it would be you. This isn't personal, dude, but you give a new meaning to the phrase bald out. The other day, dude, I saw a turtle on the road, and it reminded me of you. So I gave it hair. You have less hair than an actual rhubarb. And above all, I hate the Vikings.
Game number 1 between Somalian and Rhubarb, a rivals match. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Skull. Can't see my hands. Skull. We've got an L. We've got a T. That's a J. But yeah, it's fine. Alright, well, these players, they had obviously some words to say to each other, but I have some words to say about them. On the left-hand side, we know him as the Somalian captain, NTSC PB of 1.3 million, a hybrid player, and his opponent, the vicious Rhubarb, the roller out of the United States, with a 1.4 million NTSC PB. The bot says that Somalian is from the United States, but we know Somalian is from Somalia, or else he wouldn't be named Somalian. What a Vitz there for Somalian. 69,000, hey now, is ready for a Tetris. Rhubarb having to do some burning right off the bat here. Gonna be slowed down. That long bar definitely gonna help fill out the board. And there's a ripple for Rhubarb. Rhubarb opting to play on row 1. Gonna get a couple of pieces to get Tetris ready. Now just waiting for the bar. This long bar taking its sweet time to arrive. Finally going to show. Both players knock down that Tetris. 140 for Somalian. Add a Tetris go to 163. Rhubarb at 107. And we are through 30 lines already. And Rhubarb setting up a tower in the center of his stack here. He's going to go for a dirty column 8 Tetris. $159 now for Rhubarb. Bar in the Aki position to get Tetris ready. There's a long bar and a bang Tetris for Rhubarb. A dirty one there, 182. There's a clean one from Somalian, 258. And Rhubarb working to bring this board back down to where it belongs. Kind of getting some awkward pieces and dealing with them very difficultly. This is the same piece sets in Somalian having no trouble at all. Somalian going to get a nice little J and a good square to fill out the center of his stack. 215 for Rhubarb, 328 add a Tetris go to 351 for Somalian, and we just approached the halfway point of level 18. Another long bar and another dirty Tetris for Rhubarb, setting up for possibly one more, maybe even more. Gets that long bar and banging down at Tetris. Gonna see a little bit of, I want to call it hesitation, just a little bit of last second decision for Rhubarb, trying to find the absolute best placements. Oh, Rhubarb in trouble here. He's really going to need to be careful. He's getting a couple of burns, but this is not looking good. Rhubarb going to top out at 273, saying, oops, maybe I'm the Minnesota Vikings of Classic Tetris. And Somalian's going to take game number 1. All right, both players are ready, so let's not dawdle. Game number 2 is coming straight to you, and it is coming in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is the final match of the night. I'd like to thank you all for coming out and spending your Friday with me. I hope you guys are having a blast. I suppose while these players are stacking, I could do one more plug for that match arena. If you look at that bottom right corner of the stream there, you can see that there is $414.01 that is going to these Div 1 players. You can type in !match arena into the chat and get yourselves or not get yourselves, but click on some stuff to give free contributions. That's right, doesn't cost you anything but a couple of clicks. We've got some coupon codes remaining, I think, where all you have to do is click the coupon code and a quarter goes to these players in Div 1. Yeah, there are 24 codes remaining, so just go there, click it, and give a quarter. It doesn't cost you a thing. Of course, you can also do sponsor quests. Earn some rewards for these players by following people on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. I don't know, people still do Facebook anymore? I do, because I'm an old man. The bang Tetris for Rhubarb. Or if you're feeling super generous, you could contribute to the pool yourself with a direct contribution. Our goal, we're 96% of the way there, is to beat the Season 15 prize pool. Currently, the prize pool there was $431.70. So looking to try to beat that one as we wrap up our season, which season 20 was just announced as starting to be, and signups are either open or opening soon. Check the Classic Tetris Wars Discord for more information. Okay, we got 166 for Somalian, 169 for Rhubarb, but a bang Tetris there for Somalian. Nice clean Tetris there. Go to into the lead at 188. Add another one. Go to 211. So we are through 40 lines. Keeps been saying opening on February 13th, which is in 10 short days from now. That's true. Yeah, if we don't use those coupon codes that don't cost you guys a thing to do, it's simple. Click a button and you're done. You don't have to do anything else. No, it just goes to show Maturino that we are a serious group and to remain partnered. So get those in, because if we do not hit that, they may deny us in the future. What's also not to be denied is this Tetris for Somalian. 267 playing 264. We are neck and neck through 62 lines. There's another long bar and bang Tetris for Rhubarb. Setup for one is Somalian banging it down. 292 playing 311. Nice Vits there from Rhubarb and a bang Tetris. I don't know why I keep saying nice Vits. I hate them. Literal war crimes being committed here tonight. Simul Tetris there. 338 to 357. Rhubarb out in front, but is about a Tetris ahead in lines as well. So truly neck and neck. And look at the adjustment from Rhubarb. Really fantastic adjustment here, but now the board's starting to spire a bit. Has to take a couple of quick burns here, and Rhubarb's going to have to be careful. Had some great placements, just some terrible pieces to follow. Gets that Tetris open in the nick of time. Wow, I can't even say it. 385 to 406. Somalian now with the lead. And Rhubarb setting up on row 2. Somalian 406, knocking down another quick Tetris, going to 429. Rhubarb trying to remain efficient here, stacking up. Nice square there, going to go to 396. There's a long bar, bang Tetris for Rhubarb, 419. There's a bang Tetris for Rhubarb again, 442. Somalian at 453, add a Tetris for him, go to 476. Rhubarb with a T-spin. Here's the T, and nails the spin. 445 for Rhubarb, banging down a Tetris and kind of setting up a delayed burn. Gonna get it cleaned up. Somalian still clean, 478. We approach 100 lines here for Somalian. He's in the lead at 479, and he's also back about 8 lines. So true lead in favor of Somalian captain here, now at 506. Rhubarb going to get a long bar and bang down a Tetris, get access to that hole in row 1. We'll see if Rhubarb decides to burn this away, and he will do so. 519 playing 530. Tetris for Somalian, 552. A Tetris and a half lead here for Somalian. Rhubarb going to start cutting into that deficit a tad bit. 541 playing 552. And there's a long bar and a bang Tetris. Train to transition is Rhubarb at 565. Somalian at 555. Will transition with the next Tetris or 2 line clears. Is set up for a Tetris though, waiting for the long bar. Gonna show, bang, knocks it down. 581. Off we run, level 19. Another Tetris there for Rhubarb, 622. 582 for Somalian, getting a long bar, banging down a Tetris, going to 606. Somalian still behind by about 9 lines here. And a couple more burns, getting a long bar and banging down another Tetris. Rhubarb doing some delayed burns here. It's almost down to the bottom. Kind of falling a bit behind, and thank you so much for that contribution. Look at that, clicking the coupon code took no time at all. Thank you so much for that contribution, Navi David. And Javanti as well. Thank you for redeeming that coupon. $685 playing $670. Somalian now $696. Rhubarb at $712 with the long bar a bit too early. Is now set up for a Tetris. There's the long bar. Simul bangerang down the right. Level 22 for Somalian at $724. $741 at level 23 for Rhubarb. Add a Tetris, go to $770. Rhubarb is a full level ahead of Somalian, but we are neck and neck. Ooh, missed rotation there for Rhubarb. Love to get this burnt down. Okay, good tea there, and another code contribution. Thank you so much to DaBaby Legit. Thank you, DaBaby. The real one, the real DaBaby, is in the Classic Tetris League channel. I absolutely believe it. What I also believe is a score check here for both players. 842-25. There's Lombard. Bang Tetris for Rhubarb. 874. 824 for Somalian captain. Somalian waiting for a J piece. I piece will have to do, followed by a good J. So he's a couple more pieces to get Tetris ready. Rhubarb in the same boat. Rhubarb is now Tetris ready, waiting for the bar. 877. Add a Tetris. Go to 909. 831. Add a Tetris. Go to 862. Somalian level 25. Rhubarb level 26. Rhubarb starting to pull a bit ahead here, but again, is ahead in lines, so that lead not as big as it would appear. A couple of burns here. And bang, Tetris for Somalian, Tetris for Rhubarb. Rhubarb going to knock down another quick one, go to 977. Somalian sets up for the Tetris. 902. Filling out the stack here. 903 with a couple of burns. Safety skims, keep the board low. And there's the long bar. Bang, Tetris for Somalian, 941. Rhubarb at already with the max out level 28 at A18. And Somalian with a slight misdrop there. Should be fine, but it's going to have a long bar dependency. Going to decide to plug it in with the Z piece, and you can see him getting ready to switch to that roll grip. And Rhubarb into level 29 at A30 or A96, excuse me. But a couple of misdrops there for Rhubarb. He's burning it down though. And Somalian banging down a Tetris. Max out level 29 at A23. We are off to the races. It's going to come down to who blinks first here on the level 29 thrill screen, if you will. A34 playing B12. Rhubarb is set up for a center well Tetris, but had to do some burning. Is going to try to set up again. Gets a long part. Gets that Tetris. B56. Somalian's board starting to spiral out of control here. Can't get the long bar over, and he is toast. A42 is not good enough as Rhubarb at B63 going to tie up the set. 1-1. GG's. And welcome in Tetris Alex T saying OMG indeed, my friend. Welcome in, dude. Good to see you. Rhubarb with a 1.2. Alex checking out his PB of 1.4. Alright, we're going to increment our seeds here. We've got a ready from Somalian. And there's the ready from Rhubarb, so let's not dawdle. Game number 3. It's a pivotal one. We'll see who has the advantage going to the fourth. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Somalian gonna knock down another quick Tetris there. 45,000. Rhubarb at 25. Rhubarb having some burning to do. That square gonna get that Tetris well open. And there it is. Bang Tetris for Somalian. It's a Tetris for Rhubarb. Incoming long bar. Score for Somalian. Aki bar for Rhubarb. Getting another long bar, and there's the Tetris. Vicious Rhubarb now up to 72,000. and Somalian at 93 as we approach 20 lines. Nice line spin there from Somalian. I actually did a line spin at the bodied event during qualifying. It was my first ever line spin on 18, and I nailed it. It was great. Good feeling. Somalian at 143. Rhubarb into the lead at 164, but Somalian going to counter 166. Neck and neck through 30 lines. Nice little burn there for Rhubarb. $190 for Somalian, $190 for Rhubarb. Somalian's clean. Rhubarb in a bit of a mess here. Trying to get the right pieces to burn. Gets the long bar dependency opened. He's going to stuff a couple of pieces there. Nice adjustment to get that long bar over to that left side. Needs one more. Junior saying, I did once. Yeah. Line spins are kind of cool. What's also cooler, Tetris is, as both players knock one down. This game, after all, is called Tetris, not line spin. Rhubarb just taking a couple of safety skims here to keep the board low and under control. Somalian kind of getting a bit messy here, but a couple of good burns going to get him out of the woods. Both players now just waiting for this long bar to arrive. And Rhubarb has that Tetris wall open, but he is in a lot of danger. Gets that long bar open. He can get... Or long bar open. Oh, wow, that was good English. He can get another Tetris here, but he's going to need a lot of help as he is now burning. That long bar definitely going to help. And holding out for a J. Gets the J, but now still needing to burn. This is slowing him way the heck down. 312 for Rhubarb, 350 for Somalian. Somalian is clean and Tetris ready. Fortunately, has to start stacking some pieces up because this drought is getting pretty nasty for both players. Somalian keeping that Tetris wall open, and Somalian at 351, he's going to top. So Rhubarb with a chase down at 320. You're looking for 352. 352, and you'll take game 3. That long bar gonna help. 347. One more will do. Certainly have a lot of runway. Currently 12 lines, or 18 lines now from the transition. And 353 is good enough. Vicious Rhubarb takes the 2-1 lead. Again, we still have a couple more of those coupon codes left. We got 21 remaining. Please consider clicking the button. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. Here we go. Both players are ready. Game number 4. Can Rhubarb finish off Somalian in another tournament-based win? Or will Somalian finally get his chance at glory? Let's find out in 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. But yeah, exclamation point Matcherino. It doesn't cost anything to click that button to give a quarter to the prize pool. I mean, if da baby can do it, certainly anybody in the chat can. Alright, Rhubarb and Somalian waiting for Tetrises here. Long bar is going to fall and bang down both of them. Somalian striking first blood, but Rhubarb countering. 22-46. Ooh, Rhubarb in a lot of trouble. Okay, gets a long bar for a dirty Tetris. Has a mess now to deal with. Needs a long bar to fill out that mistake on column 1. Somalian nice and clean, but has a parity thing going. Going to try to flatten out the board before that square comes. Bunch of S's and Z's for Rhubarb. What is this nonsense? And here they come for Somalian. Both players creating a spire. Rhubarb just going to take the safety triple. GD would be proud. 71,000 for the vicious Rhubarb. 142 for Somalian. Somalian with an Aki bar there to get Tetris ready. Longbar's going to come and banging down another Tetris. 165, so already double vicious Rhubarb's score here through 30 lines. Mini Deanie. Welcome in, first time chat. Darth in the chat saying, somebody says video games don't have any impact on your psyche. I can't agree with that. My ex-girlfriend played Tetris a lot in her childhood, and she's still waiting for the long bar. Oh, wow. All right, Rhubarb won 127, Somalian at 234. Somalian having to do a quick burn of the tee to get Tetris ready. There's a long bar. Bang again. Somalian at 258. Rhubarb all aboard the struggle bus. 133. Thanks. And a bang Tetris for Rhubarb once again. 181. Somalian gonna knock down 2 quick Tetrises. Back-to-back bars for back-to-back scores there. 307 to 182.
Shall we catch a shooting star? Shining star. Moon is in the sky and the clouds are dancing by. You will find me where you are.
Alright, so Somalian going to have to do a little bit of burning here in the center of the stack, which is going to allow Rhubarb the opportunity to catch up here. And Somalian trying to remain efficient, going to take a triple there. Rhubarb 254, Somalian 342. Somalian continuing to burn through 80 lines. Rhubarb is clean. But Somalian going to get that, well, back open and board under control before Rhubarb is able to capitalize. There's a long bar. Bang Tetris for Rhubarb. And there's the bar for Somalian. Another one for Rhubarb. 302. Somalian at 395. Right, Rhubarb now 326. Somalian at 418. Bang Tetris for Rhubarb, 348. Nice delayed burn of the S flat there for Rhubarb. Getting another long bar. Banging down a quick Tetris, 373. We are just across the 100 line turn. Of course, this is match point for Rhubarb. Rhubarb looking to put an end to Somalian here. Somalian looking to force a decider. We heard earlier in the promos that Somalian can get a few deciders off of Rhubarb, but certainly not during tournament play. Okay, Rhubarb now 420. Hey now 469. Hey now for Somalian getting a long bar, banging down a Tetris 492 to 425. Rhubarb holding out for this long bar. Long bar is going to show, banging it down again. We have 2 Tetrises left for Rhubarb. Should he play perfect? And Somalian with that Tetris now has 2 more as well. All right, Rhubarb now 472, getting a long bar, banging down a quick Tetris into transition to 19 at 496. Somalian can get 1 more and gonna burn into transition, followed by a Tetris 546 to 522. Off we run. This could be the last 19 game we see here. got 530 for the Vicious Rhubarb, 578 for Somalian. 534, 599. There's a long bar and a bang Tetris for Somalian, 624. Rhubarb looking to counter, waiting for this long bar. Is Tetris ready? There's a long bar and bang Tetris for Rhubarb, 563 to 625. Somalian still remaining clean and efficient. There's a long bar and another one. Bang Tetris for Somalian, 652, 564. Somalian in charge here, looking to force a game 5 against the Garden Vegetable. There we go, 628 to 682. Somalian having to do a bit of burning, as is Rhubarb, but Rhubarb is clean. Somalian needing to do one more burn to get that Tetris well back open. Longbar's going to show. Bang Tetris for Rhubarb, 659. 688 for Somalian. Somalian having to take a triple there. There's the Longbar and banging down a Tetris. Rhubarb also going to knock down a quick Tetris, 689 to 727. Rhubarb level 24. Somalian still on level 23. Now transitions to level 24 at 729. Only about a Tetris and a half separating these two players. If that, really, because I think a Tetris is worth 30,000 here. There's another one banging it down, 724, 731.
Another pal has found a gal and left the gang beyond.
And now Rhubarb is kind of maybe trying to stay a bit more efficient than he should have. But going to get a nice long bar, going to get a double. And try to get this Tetris well back open. Somalian is set up and ready for a Tetris, though. There's the long bar. Bang Tetris for Somalian. 830. Rhubarb. Long bar has to work. Love a J-piece. J-piece coming now. Gets that long bar. And the Tetris well open just for it. 774 to 830. Somalian into level 26 at 862. Vicious Rhubarb 774. We've got a very tight one on our hands. And Rhubarb trying to just get access to this hole. And getting some really tough pieces here. Level 27 at set lucky number 777. Somalian at 905. And there's a long bar for Somalian. And an accidental rotation there for Rhubarb. And Rhubarb is toast. 780. He's done. 940 for Somalian. Gonna take game number 4. And we have another decider. The Vikings did lose by 1 score in the playoffs. You know what? I think you have a point there. Is Somalian captain the Kirk Cousins, or is he the Christian Ponder? If you're a football fan, you know what that means. All right, both players are ready, so let's not dawdle. This is game number 5, and it comes alive. Count it down with me in chat, everybody, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris. No, not like Cousins. Way worse. I was on the Christian Ponder train for a little while. It's American football, geez, you wouldn't understand. Okay, Somalian on the board with 2 scores, as is Rhubarb. We are tied up, both players perfect through 8 lines. $46,000 for Somalian after a quick burn. There's the long bar for both players and knocking down another quick Tetris. 69,000 to 68,000. Can only say one hey now. There it is. Simul bangering down the right. 92, 91.
Hey there, stranger. You say your name is Joe. Well, there's just one thing I want to know.
Okay, we got 137 for Rhubarb. Setting up a delayed burn with the S flat. Sorry for the background noise. Kids are getting ready for bed. So obviously they're being royal pains right now. At 161 for Rhubarb. There's a long bar. Bang, Tetris. Somalian at 183. Would love a J piece here. And here comes the J, right on time. Tetris for Rhubarb. Somalian is Tetris ready. 185 playing 208. There's a long bar. Bang, Tetris for Somalian. 208, 240. All tied up. Somalian going with the delayed Vits. Rhubarb banging down a Tetris there. Into the lead. 231. Another Tetris there for Rhubarb, 277. Somalian at 234. There's his Tetris, 257. So he's down by a Tetris here. Darth saying... Darth in the chat saying, my teenage son recently started asking me awkward questions about the human body. I should have probably hid it better. The joke is terrible. 302 for Vicious Rhubarb. 282 for Somalian. Nothing terrible about these players here. Although both players with a pretty terrible misdrop. Both players get Tetrises to bring their boards down. Somalian cleans it up. Rhubarb a couple of burns away.
Time ain't really on my side. It's one of those days for taking a walk.
Alright, Rhubarb is going to be clean, has an LJ dependency, and gets the J to fill that out. Safety triple there. There's a long bar, and there's a Tetris for Vicious Rhubarb. 370. Somalian at 377. Added Tetris into the lead, 400,000. So this lead changing hands, a Tetris at a time. There it is, bang Tetris for Rhubarb, 394 to 422. Somalian getting that long bar one piece too early, 1 minute shy of Tetris readiness. And there's another Tetris there for Somalian captain. Nice spin there too, 447. Rhubarb at 439 as we approach the final 100 line turn here for the Classic Tetris League. Friday Dynamite. And it has been an absolute pleasure getting to call all of these matches. I'm just so glad that CTL is back. 487 for Rhubarb, 497 for Somalian. Rhubarb not forcing a long bar dependency, but may end up having to. Nope, gonna get another J. Would love a J. Finally gonna get the J as no long bars in sight while he was digging. Somalian starting to build a bit of spire in the center of the stack. Getting a good couple of L's, but does have weight over the hole. Good square to get the Tetris well open. Bang, bang, Tetris. 527 to 515. Rhubarb with a 1 Tetris deficit. Oh, Darth. Yeah, I'll let the folks in chat read that one. I'm not reading it aloud. 546 for Rhubarb as he's going to transition. There's a long bar and banging down a quick Tetris there. Go to 570. Somalian will transition with this Tetris here. Going in at 557. Still a very, very close game here. We are neck and neck. 571 for Rhubarb. This is exactly what you're going to want in a decider. Somalian going to knock down a quick Tetris there. Go to 581. Vicious Rhubarb, 575. Oh, 582. And now Rhubarb gonna get a long bar, has an LJ dependency, gonna get a nice couple of pieces there to get that stack back in order. Ooh, and unfortunately, of course, you never know what RNG is gonna give you, but you got 2 J's after sticking an L over in column 1. But not going to matter as Rhubarb is clean and a nice Akibar to get Tetris ready. And Rhubarb holding out for this long bar, 640. Somalian at 648. There's a long bar. Bang Tetris for Rhubarb, 667. There's a long bar and a Tetris for Somalian, 675. We are neck and neck through level 22. Rhubarb going to get another quick Tetris there, go to 697 as Somalian's waiting for this long bar of his own. Currently at 675, having to do a delayed burn. Gets the long bar in the nick of time. Bang Tetris, 705. Rhubarb now with a slight misdrop, so he's going to have to work through this one a little bit carefully. But he gets a long bar and a Tetris. He's going to deal with that hole. Or maybe he'll stack up. We'll see what happens here. 732 gets a nice J for that left side. 734. Meanwhile, Somalian is nice and clean, kind of holding out for this long bar. But where's this long bar for Somalian? Finally going to show. Banging it down. 738, 736. We are still neck and neck. However, Somalian level 23, Rhubarb level 24. We're getting very, very close to that level 29 kill screen. It may come down to that post-transition play between these two players. Somalian with some good tucks. There's a long bar. Bang rings for both players. 799 playing 770. And Rhubarb starting to fall a bit behind here in the pace, but is clean and Tetris ready. A couple of squares. Ooh, a misdrop there. And Rhubarb actually could have burned away with that T, but going to find an alternate solution, which is going to be just okay. Delayed burn of the square, because that is a nasty piece when you got parity. 805 a piece. Somalian knocking down a quick Tetris there. 836, 837 for Vicious Rhubarb. Rhubarb getting another Tetris. Level 26 at 870. 868 for Somalian. Gets a long bar. Bang Tetris. Go to 900,000. We are very, very close here. Rhubarb is starting to get slowed down more because of these single and doubling burns, so he's going to need to make this up maybe in the post-29 play. Somalian is set up for a dirty Tetris. Gets the long bar. Dirty Tetris. 934, trying to maintain the aggression, keep that pedal to the metal, knows everything's on the line here. Bang Tetris for Somalian, 971 to 916. Rhubarb going to take the safety triple, followed by a long bar. Bang Tetris, 959, 971 for Somalian. Somalian still a full level behind. And Rhubarb, another delayed burn to S flat, 961 to 972. And Somalian going to have to do a bit of digging here, and that left side is getting a bit iffy. Has a long bar dependency, gets a long bar for the triple, followed by a good L for the double. 987 playing 966, both players level 28. Rhubarb trying to get the stack in order for that level 29 transition, and off he's running. Nice couple of burns here. 973 Somalian with the max out. A24 has one line to give, and he's going to set up a bunch of nasty pieces here. Rhubarb, bang Tetris, A16. Somalian getting a Tetris into the kill screen, A60, and gonna top out immediately. So Rhubarb, you've got to chase down. You look for A61. You're currently at A17, getting a couple of burns because this board's starting to spiral in a bad way. A23, can he get these couple more pieces? No, that left side's looking very dangerous, and he's gonna top. A24 is not enough, and congratulations, finally getting a win in tournament play over Vicious Rhubarb is your winner. The Somalian captain will give him his third and final point. GG's all around. What an outstanding finish. I'm going to need a shower and a cigarette after that one. Whew! Wow, what a fantastic finish indeed. So thank you, players, so much for coming out and getting your matches in. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to Classic Tetris League and spending your Friday with me. I hope you had a blast. I know I sure did. We're going to find ourselves a raid target.